You have no idea how little I've ever done with mics.
What a moment. Take a moment to look around and just notice this moment. Oh, Chris, would you be willing to go to my computer and press the volume all the way down? So it's like right on top. If you press it, it'll show up. Thank you. I didn't hear that. Need to hear that little echo
That's when everyone else is hearing it.
of my all the way off. Yeah, thank you. A little echo of my favorite little man hamster.
But that's when everyone else is hearing it, though, right?
Oh yeah, they'll
Yep.
still. Hi, you're still
Yeah.
hearing it. The
They're only
beloveds,
hearing the echo.
beloveds are still hearing it. I'm just not hearing the echo. Because then I'd want to be like, oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. I want to be playing around with it all night. Okay. Lively, lively this stillness, lively this infinite silence. The way of it, the way of it. It's so sweet that we've lived lifetimes and that we've cultivated and put our attention on and have emphasized silence and stillness and quiet and sacred and the mat and the ritual and the candles and the sutra and the Veda and the Tantra and all the wondrous things. So appropriate. And it's so appropriate to toss it all out the window of a moving car. So appropriate also to discover, even now, just like this ordinary moment, this moment, this moment, spirit here, presence here, the sacred here, the silence here, the stillness here, the beingness here, the presence here, the wholeness here, the light here, as this, just like this, and this too. And then what we discover is this mantra of this too. Oh, this too. Oh, in traffic, like this too. Cars like to meditate as well, is what I've discovered in traffic. Oh, like this too, in the middle of DIA, the Denver International Airport, whether you're in the subterranean cities of the reptilian nations, or if you're catching a flight. This too, whatever the appearance might be, whatever the appearance, where is the appearance appearing in? You, as infinite, silent, aware, loving intelligence. I like to say all phenomena has the bestest karma of ever karma that's ever was. Because where do the thoughts get to appear in? You. You are the most loving, welcoming presence in all the cosmos. That's just your nature. Maybe personality self isn't. Maybe mind isn't. Maybe identity isn't. And of course not. Mind needs identity, personality. It needs war with itself. It's the only way it could refuel. It's the only gas station it has, or fast food place it likes to make a drive-through. But you, in the context of what this moment is about, is not speaking to mind, not speaking to the wondrous, delightful absurdity, the fascinating strategies of survival and protection. In this moment, this undressed radiance that has never known breath or body or time or place or density or dimension or frequency or this or that or spiritual, not spiritual, this here as itself, just as you are now. Just as mind is now, just as karmic, self-releasing delight is now, just as body is now, just as dishwasher silencing now. This moment is so sweet. How is it that infinite silence gets to appear as everything? Gurgling dishwasher. All the sounds we make in a day. All the thoughts, all the sensations, all the feelings, the microaggressions, the undercurrent of contempt and resentment, the lust, the longing, the desire. It's just so wondrous. And then what's so sweet is as we start recognizing the option that is always available to rest as awareness with whatever is appearing, we start recognizing that all of these things have never been obstructions of our true nature. They have never been obstacles to our true nature, but they have only served as the announcement of this unwavering freedom that you are, that you are, that you are. Announcing the freedom. So how is that so? Right? It seems like some concepts or some perceptual frameworks or perceptual poetry announce freedom more so than others. What are some of the ones that announce freedom more so than others? A kitten. Oh, can you pass the mic? Some that announce them less, some that announce them more. Yes, they go hand in hand. Some that announce them less, we can imagine. Probably don't need to say some if you don't want to. And the deeper we go, it's just not so. Every appearance announces freedom. Just as if I were to hold up particular shapes of that create a shadow. Let's say I hold up a sandal, a little beer bottle opener, razor blade, a Buddha from TJ Maxx, crystal. Regardless of the shape of the shadow, each shadow equally announces the presence of light. Each shadow says, there's light here. All phenomena says, there's awareness here. There's freedom here. There's self-releasing phenomena here. I had a sweet session today with a beloved who, I don't know, maybe somebody can relate. I know I used to relate. This whole thing about, oh my God, I've been meditating for years and I've gone to all the retreats and I've done all the ayahuasca and I've done all the iboga and I've even sat with Osho, like back in the day. And I'm still like, this mind is still like so fucking here and so present. And I'm just so tired of this mind and so ready for this mind to stop talking and for this mind to be quiet. And when is this mind going to finally rest? Why does this mind have something to say about everything and everyone and all the time? And this mind, mind. Oh, so sweet. And I love it. I'm just like, hey, beloved. Okay. Just ask the whole word. You want the mind to be quiet? Let's see how many people raise their hand. Oh, look. All them bitches raising their hand. That's so sweet. Then I was like, okay, and I hear that. And in this moment, look and see. Has awareness, presence, ever had a problem with mind? What is it that has a problem with mind? Is it another offshoot of mind? Another facet of mind that has a problem with mind? Or is it the bottomless piece of your being that is annoyed with mind? And so they were like, but do you have something that I could practice, I could do? And I was like, okay, fine. You want something. So there's something that I invite some of the beloveds I have the honor to work with, where I call it the allowing all that is shawl. So it's like, all right, go get your ass a shawl and put that shawl on. And when you got the shawl on, just sit for just a couple minutes. This is not meditating for 2 hours or even 5 minutes. This is like literally 1 minute. Put on the all infinite allowing of all that is shawl. Put it on and just allow everything to be as it is. in this moment. Relax the argument. Relax the resistance. And just allow mind, allow whatever the thoughts of yourself are, allow whatever your thoughts about the world are, allow the feelings, the sensations, just give it grace, give it space. Let it be. And they were like, okay, okay, is there something else? And I said, shit, all right, how about go get your ass a snow globe? And they're like, oh, I have one. So they ran, they grabbed a snow globe, they brought it to the session. I was like, okay, great. This snow globe. Okay, now, what does a snow globe look like if you're thinking a lot and you got a busy mind? Monkey mind is happening. What does a snow globe look like? They were like, they were shaking up that snow globe. And I was like, okay, great. So the snow globe is being shooketh. And, and now, if now, what's going to continue? Now, tell me some ways that the snow globe's going to keep on shaking. I'm not good enough. I should be enlightened already. I should already be at peace. I should already be a presence of joy for the world. I should already be, whatever it is. And it's like, shake, shake, shake. Okay, now, what about the thoughts? I want mine to be quiet. Is that a putting the snow globe down or is it more shaking? They were a good student, so they said, more shaking. I need mine to be quiet. I need mine to be still. I need mine to be enlightened. I need mine to go to rehab. I need mine to get a colonic. I need mine to go sit with Byron Katie. I need mine to all still shaking the snow globe. So it's like the moment you allow the mind to be as it is, what you do? They put down the snow globe. Let it be. Watch every thought settle. Watch every sensation settle. And then they were like, that's sweet, but is there one more that you got that I could do? I said, Lord, have mercy. So I said, okay, go get yourself a big ass bowl of water. So they went and they got a bowl of water. And I was like, all right, here's your bowl of water. Now, can you identify a thought? Yes, there's excellent. Write that thought down on the surface of water. Did it stay? I'm glad you noticed. Write down another one. Did it stay? I'm glad you noticed. Write down another. Did it stay? I'm glad you know. Write down your name. Write down your gender. Write down your social security number. Write down, put your fingerprints on it. Right? Mind, the nature of mind, is self-releasing exaltation of the stability of the beingness that you always are, that is inescapable, that has not once been interrupted, that has not once been diluted by any activity of mind, any collective activity of mind. Now, a collective activity of mind we think is like a lot of mind. But guess what, beloveds? That's just one thought appearing and disappearing now. It's the one thought of many thoughts. But it's not many thoughts. No such thing. There's just one thought. Phew, now. Phew, now. Mind self releases. You don't have to do anything with it. Yes, love, I heard that was a nice.
Thing to say. Well, I
Yes.
guess I'm thinking, I'm noticing that I'm sort of listening as if I'm someone who's never heard this before or something. And I'm the question that's coming is, because it seems like even to say that one would then put their attention, like, what is attention separate from awareness itself? Like, to put one's attention as if it's this thing that you're putting onto awareness seems odd, but but in a way, how would you language this shifting of choosing? Is it a choice to start noticing, or is it just an unfolding process that starts occurring? Is it really, like, where does choice come in? You talked about freedom, and I thought freedom, like, freedom would also mean I'm free to choose. Am I free to choose what I think? Or,
Yeah,
like, I guess those are
I
the
love
things
this.
swirling around.
Yeah, it's so appropriate. And I always think of one of my sweet teachers, Gangaji, who is a total proponent of choice, the moment of choice. And that's a really beneficial, we can say, stage of development. You know, it's like all is necessary until it's not. And so it's totally okay to have the sense of you being the one putting your attention on something, you being the one allowing everything to be as it is, you being the one noticing, getting really skilled at recognizing the way that mind refuels itself, getting skilled at noticing the indulging tendencies, the avoiding tendencies, the replacing tendencies. And that totally has its place. And like I always picture, um, what's the beloved's name that started to run and didn't ever stop running?
Fourth.
Forrest Gump. I always picture Forrest Gump with them things on his legs. He had them braces on his legs. So it's like it's appropriate. You had the brace on your legs, but you're still walking and running. Then all of a sudden, the brace is going to fall off. The training wheel's going to fall off. And you notice, oh, this is where Candace O'Denver speaks to the beautiful invitation of, and I can only ever do her voice when I say this quote. I can't say it regularly. I got to do my best to imitate her. Short moments of awareness, repeated many times, reveals itself to be continuous. Just a short moment of awareness, repeated many times, reveals itself to be continuous.
Right. But okay, so but who's repeating? Like, because you ever go to someone and you're like, are you aware of your awareness?
I have said that before.
And have you met people who are like, I don't really know what you're talking about?
Absolutely.
So what then?
Oh, what a joy.
How might you, like, okay, what a joy. Okay. Yeah. We know you don't, of course you'd be like, yay, how interesting. Wow. So how might someone, yeah, well, I guess, yeah, what's repeating? Who's repeating?
So very sweet. So this is, again, only useful until it's not. And only you can be honest and say if it's useful or not. You know, that's what's so sweet with all the, at the feet of every teaching, at the feet of every modality, at the feet of every mat, every temple, every mantra, every teaching, all of it necessary, all of it serving until the moment it's not, while still being available and willing for all the teachings to come back again.
Okay, but if I said to you, like, Ash, where's my awareness? Like, how can I find it?
In this moment,
Yeah.
stop being aware completely.
Okay.
Can you try a little harder? Can you really stop being aware right now? And again, in this moment, stop being aware. Feel inside. Can you turn off awareness? And I don't mean awareness of some super awareness or awareness of oneness or awareness of of freedom or awareness of peace or awareness of uh, any awareness. It could be awareness of a Frito pie.
I mean, it seems, for example, for me, that there's a period during sleep where I have no awareness.
And how can you say that so confidently?
I'm not aware of my awareness.
And how can you say that so confidently?
It seems, that's what I said.
It seems, yeah.
Yeah.
And for a moment, notice how confident you were. It seems there is a moment, and it's only because there's an awareness always present. Deep sleep, all the states, waking, dreaming, deep sleep, conscious, unconscious. This awareness that
Consciousness and awareness are not the same thing.
consciousness, you need descriptions for consciousness. There are multiple, we can say, schools of thought regarding consciousness. But in the context of this moment, nothing to be conscious of, no one to be conscious of.
How I would describe awareness
How would you
in this
describe
moment,
awareness?
as I like, is just kind of like a river.
Like a river. And what does that river sound like? Awareness. Here with itself. Here as itself.
I'm not sure that it has that much to say.
I love that. Yeah.
And yet here I am.
And yet
speaking.
here you are. Yeah, words happen. Yeah. This is the beauty of recognizing the sweet dream of a doer. Who put your hands where your hands are? Who put your feet where your feet are? Who blinked and blinked again? This intelligence living itself, being itself, breathing itself, thinking itself, emoting itself. Truly just the self with the self. All inclusive, all included. And then what an opportunity. It's this recognition isn't the transcending the human experience. This recognition is finally allowing oneself to actually land where they've always been. Land in the human experience. Willing for all the thoughts, all the sensations, all the experiences. Here for it all. It's such a love affair with the mundane and with the beyond the beyond the beyond the beyond the. And Beyond Meat. I love a Beyond Meat burger every now and again. Yeah, so this awareness. That's why sometimes I call it plain ass cracker. Closer than close. Every sense of self, welcome. Every sense of no self, welcome. You can look for it and look for it and look for it. And it's okay, also okay. And no need to look for it as well.
But not looking for it is not the same as someone who's, because someone who's, for example, causing a lot of harm and in a perpetual cycle of that, there's something going on there that's different from somebody who's not doing that. And
Right.
and yet they both have equal awareness.
Right. Would you love so this is interesting. It reminds me of a session I had today. And,
Sorry if I'm just like,
and the question that they asked me afterwards in a text, which was, I have to read it. It was a fun question and kind of relevant with our current world. um,
recognizing awareness doesn't necessarily make you better or worse or anything. It doesn't make you a good person or a bad person. You can be a bad person and still recognize your awareness. Or rest in
Wh-
awareness, right? Or no?
Well, this is what's really interesting. So, what this person asked me was, and it's kind of along the lines of what you're talking about here. Um, let's see. Why is it that someone with a fully embodied realization of awareness would not subscribe to Christian nationalism? Why is it that someone with a fully embodied realization of awareness, non duality, this is their question, would not subscribe to, it was Christian nationalism, and then the other one was white supremacy? And so I wrote them back. Would you like to hear what I wrote? Someone living in a fully embodied realization of non duality would not subscribe to Christian nationalism because the two are rooted in fundamentally opposite orientations of consciousness. Non duality sees no separation. Non duality points to the recognition that all distinctions, self, other, sacred, profane, us, them, arise in awareness but have no independent reality. From this perspective, there is no chosen nation, exclusive truth, or outsider. Christian nationalism, by contrast, depends on drawing sharp boundaries between Christians and non-Christians, citizens and foreigners, the righteous and the fallen. An embodied realization simply cannot collapse back into that framework of division because the unity of all life is directly known. So awareness is always present. Awareness is all things. And in this sweet dream, we have the option. Do we want to live in a sweet dream, or do we want to live in absolute chaos and fear and pain? Even though there's a lot of pain, it still doesn't interrupt the fundamental well-being that is awareness. And when we notice this awareness, we have choice. We have option. We notice as we rest, we're not relying on the limited world of thought to inform our actions. We have opened up to a inexhaustible resource of wisdom. And that is then informing what we say, what we speak. And also in that space, when we look around, we're not seeing other. We're not seeing our own projection. Innocently, when we're unconscious, we don't know it, we're only living in our own head. So when you're like, nyeh, 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 you're not seeing anyone before you. You're at war with your own concepts. Concepts at war with concepts. As that begins to soften and open, and there's a devotion to truth and to freedom, eyes can no longer serve in the way of looking out in the sense of you describing everything. This is that, that's this is them, this is their color, this is their how they act, this is how they hold their wrist, this is how they dress, this is how they speak, this is the language they have, this is their, that's all description, looking out through a very distorted kaleidoscope of false evidence appearing real, of fear and contraction. And as that's cultivated, and there's that devotion, and there's that willingness to rest, and willingness to examine one's own mind. There's only one mind here. It's not like your mind, their mind, this mind, that mind. There's only one, just as on the bumper sticker on the Prius, there's one in consciousness. All is love, all is light. It's not just all is love, all is light. We're not just one in spirit, we are also one in absurdity. There's no such thing as a new stressful thought, as Byron Katie so clearly says. Rethunk, rethunk, thunk a dunk, dunk, dunk. And as that softens, we're not looking out, but we allow the light to pour in. It's receptive. And you're not inside, outside, but the whole world is only ever appearing in your own heart. And anyone you ever meet is only ever an intimate citizen of your own being.
I feel like I've had glimpses of that kind of state,
Has any glimpses of that state?
but it's
Yeah.
like you all are in another way. You're kind of describing a reality that sounds so fucking great, and
I
I'm like,
hear that.
I want to get there.
I so hear that. And so what I love is that the education isn't so how do I get there, but where the education can finally be effective is how am I not already being the peace that I am? How am I not already
Yeah, like what's my part in the
allowing?
war? Like what part?
Exactly.
Right, what's my part in this?
Where we get skilled is not in cultivating peace. Where we get skilled
It's
is in
calling
how
out.
suffering happens.
Yeah, like examining our creation, like how we're co-creating
Right.
the drama. Or
We
the,
notice, yes, what we're casting,
yeah,
the superimposed
Yeah.
grid
the
that
spell
mind is
casting.
casting out into the world. And then, oh my goodness, we get to take full responsibility for that now. It's our responsibility, not anyone else's. Our responsibility.
So there's like a cleaning, like a cleaning up process, kind of. You could say it's almost like pure. You could call it purification.
That word can be very
I know,
sticky.
I know.
So it's just
But-
it could be a process. We can say a period of noticing, of deep noticing and
Deep
willingness.
noticing, willingness,
Yeah.
willingness to see our part, not just willingness to see awareness, but willingness to see our
Well,
part.
this is
in
the fun thing
dramas.
because it's awareness that sees. So
Right.
the willingness
Yeah.
is can only happen because of awareness.
Mm.
Willingness does not arise. It's not something that's sewn into the fabric of ego.
Mm.
Willingness is the fragrance of your true nature.
Mm.
Ego has never been willing.
Do you think it's very easy to distinguish between the two at all times, or you think it's ever subtle?
It could very well be subtle.
Like,
And
see what
it's
I'm
up to
saying?
us in the moment.
Yeah.
So what I love is that sometimes we tend to project this whole life and we think we have all these moments coming up and we have all these days and it's like, oh, so much work to do before I realize what's here. So much to purify, so many thoughts to question, so many things to look for, so much thing to be
Lifetimes.
willing about and to rest with. And Lord, have mercy. Yoodly, 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 is the Lord. And again, to come back to just this moment, just this now. If I'm willing now, that's it. That's it. Never have to be willing again. Just now. Just now. Willing. And then you see, when we're willing, we notice what's always willing. When we open, we notice what's always open. When we allow, we notice what's always allowing. And that comes naturally. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. I'll put the mic down. 'Cause I want to give someone else a chance.
But you're speaking for all of us. It's so good. And it's so true.
Yeah.
It's so sweet. And I so hear that. Yeah.
I enjoy this conversation so much. So thank you so much for
I enjoy it as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I like
really-
that question that woman asked too.
Yes.
answer.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
right. I was like, what a question. And I'm so glad you asked it because she was noticing that in her communities of non-duality, that these beloveds were showing up in these other ways. And this is when I reminded her it doesn't matter the path. Mind is so brilliant at co opting and corrupting even the most sacred of sutras, the most sacred of realizations. And this is part of having an education in the nature of mind. Because we notice, oh, look at that sweetie trying to co opt Advaita. Oh, but look at they're becoming an Advaita fundamentalist. Kill everyone that doesn't know that nothing exists. Mind will take anything and turn it into its own support system. Its own support system. And none of your business. Back to you. Whose job is it to tell the truth? Only yours now. Whose job is it? Only yours now. I posted something on Instagram. That said this. Let's see, where does it say it? I hear it all the time from clients, friends, strangers in coffee shops. When are our leaders going to wake up? When will they stop being such greedy fucks, such world-destroying assholes? When will they get kinder, softer, more loving, more conscious? When will they stop spewing out all their unhealed, unaddressed ancestral trauma? When? When is this world going to happen? And it's a real longing, a holy frustration. But here's the truth I keep finding. The more we wait for them to grow, the more we postpone our own growth. The more we wish for their healing, the longer we delay embodying the revolution of kindness and peace that only we can bring. Out of that reflection, this poem poured through. It's called If They Won't. Would you like to hear the poem? I'd love to share the poem.
If you do it in the southern accent.
I'll do it in the southern accent. And I'll spit to the side. They sit on thrones of stained, trembling glass, waging wars with ghosts they never dared to name. Not once have they paused to meet the subtle tremors in their own chests. Not once have they dared to ask why the mirror makes them flinch. They do not breathe, not fully, not freely, not the kind of breath that forgives 1,000 ancestors and 2,000 more. They have not kissed their rage or wept into the lap of their own longing. They do not bow to their pain, only outsource it, turn it into policies, prisons, fake smiles, fake debates, and propaganda. They have not questioned the thoughts that poison their sleep, the lies that grow legs and march whole nations into madness. They do not know that love is the only real power, and silence the only true crown. They have not made love to this moment, not once, not ever, but I have, and I will. If they will not be still, I will rest like a mountain. If they will not take responsibility for their wounds, I will become a sanctuary for my own. If they refuse to meet their fear with mercy, I will light a candle and whisper to every heart in the universe, "Hi, beloved, you are welcome here. You are welcome here." If they will not dissolve into the wholeness of all that is, the wholeness of love, I will make myself so soft that even war would weep and melt in my arms. Let them build empires of avoidance. I am building a home in the heart. Let them pass the pain forward. I am composting mine into sustainable beauty and art. It is our job now to breathe what they won't breathe, to feel what they won't feel, to heal what they won't name. They won't. So I will. I am the revolution of kindness and peace they forgot was ever possible. a good clue that it's our job to be something in the moment is the moment we are telling the story, they should. They should be more peaceful. My job. I should be more peaceful. They should be more loving. My job now. The moment we're like they should, we are contributing to that same suffering. We are adding to that same cycle of pain and hurt, even with the best intentions. Best intentions are lead to the path to hell, was that saying? The road to hell. Okay. Paved in good ass intentions. But to take responsibility now, it's like, where does world peace get to be? Oh, right here in this little life spot. This little world piece of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little world piece of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little world piece of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yes, it's such an option. Such an option. And it's a huge option. We sometimes think, how is it going to affect the world? A lot of times when we get into that innocent, I got to fix, I got to change, I got to wake everyone up. It's the innocence of the unconscious mind trying to solve a problem with the same unconscious mind that created the problem. But to stop and to open and to tell the truth now, every part of us exists as a presence of solutions. Every part of us exists as what's possible for the world, but already alive here now. Citizens of luminosity, a culture of generosity, as our own heart, as our own hands, as our own availability for the life that is appearing here. I was listening to this incredible doctor that was explaining, with all of our technologies and our capacity to see everything that's horrible with the world all the time, our nervous systems were not built to withstand that kind of information. But to put the phone down for a moment, you know, these phones are so much fun, but it's also a way of choosing mind. Let me begin all the thoughts and all the unquestioned assumptions and all the mind, innocent. And to just put it down for a moment, come back to, okay. I love how Byron Katie says, we're either sitting, lying, or standing. Everything else is a story. Isn't that hilarious? When I heard that, I immediately loved looking at my life, because before I'd look at the past through all the ups and downs and when this happened and when that happened. But what we're really doing is when mind said that story and mind said this story and mind had that interpretation and that. But I immediately looked at my whole past and just saw my body going, sit down, lie, sit, lie down. And it was so, I was like, oh my God, what a peaceful life. I just sat, lied, sat, sit, lie, sit, stand, lie, sat, lit, sit, lit, and bike. And dance. And that's the dance. That's the dance. It's so wondrous. So very wondrous. And then we can't rob ourselves of the generosity that is this moment. The love that is this moment. What a love affair. Sock and foot, couch and butt, breath and the back of the mouth, oxygen, lung, ah. I mean, it's just wondrous. Can we just come back to what's simple and what's real? You know, so sweet. And, you know, the hilarity of Lord have mercy. The other one. I'll just read you the first one I wrote them. Non-duality knows no superior or inferior. How does a fully embodied not become, why do they not become a white supremacist? So, I mean, in embodied non-duality, all appearances, skin color, culture, history, are expressions of the same infinite awareness. The option of the open heart to delight in all the languages, in all the expressions, in all the tones, in all the flavors, all of it sweet emanation of the beauty that is life. I wrote a song many, many years ago called Holy, and the lyrics said, So many souls have come to this planet and blessed it by being themselves. Yet the masses await the Messiah, the prophet. Salvation's on somebody else. Receive this gift by this song that came through. You are the one. You are the one the world needs. You are the Gandhi, the Christ, the Lenin. You are the Martin Luther King. Yeah. I have a dream. How Jesus, Buddha, Kali, Krishna, Isis, Mandela, Sophia, Mohammed, Yahweh, Sai Baba, La Virgen Maria, Hawakan Tankuramanan. Silence, freedom, surrender, silence, freedom, detachment, devotion, wisdom, surrender, salvation, compassion, sacred oneness, abundance. The truth remains, all is love. We are the ones. We are the ones we've been looking for. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And then there was this music break and this wail and this orchestration that led to a whole choir singing, I am holy. I am holy. Only good comes to me. Only good comes from me. I give thanks, I give thanks. I am holy. I am holy. And then at the end, I did a whole the whole kind of improv thing that said, only God comes to me. Only God. I give thanks. Oh, yeah. I give thanks, and at the end of the song, we ended in a silence and invited everyone to chant along, and everybody in the audience would sing, I am holy. And then I'd say, I am whole. I am whole. Then I would say, I am home. I am home. Then I would say, I am Om. I am Om. And then they would just dissolve into silence. And we'd sit, hundreds of thousands of beloveds, in the silence. And this is the song that's always playing. And it's sweet when we start hearing it, and even sweeter when our loved ones and our neighbors start hearing it. And they have all the time in the universe. No need to rush anyone's awakening. Those innocent sweethearts are free to take all the time. Speaking of. We're at a critical mass, beloveds. Hurry the fuck up. Come on now. It's like, yeah, but there's a whole spaceship coming, according to some scientists. There's like a giant ass mothership
Wait, is that what's going on?
that's coming to the planet.
Is that what people are saying?
Well, there's a lot of people been saying it for many years. Bashar says that there's a spacecraft hovering over Bell Rock. You know, back in the the what was it called? A long time ago, there was that really popular moment in New Age culture, the convergence, the harmonic convergence. There were thousands of beloveds standing in front of Bell Rock, waiting for that bitch to take off. They swore there was a UFO. They were like, that Bell Rock is gonna take off. Bashar says there's a spaceship over Bell Rock, and Bashar, he's a Daryl Anka. He is a gentleman that channels close. He channels a being 3,000 years into the future. Name, what are they called? The Anasazi? No, not Anasazi. I can't remember what they're called. but he says every time someone wakes up, the mothership gets a little bit lower. It's a little bit lower. I mean, it's just so much fun. But what I love in this recognition is that we get to be the mothership right now. We get to be the galactic civilization of light right now. We get to be the grace in the matrix, the glitch in the matrix. There's a song I wrote called I'm an Alien. It said, I'm an alien. I'm an alien who's just arrived here on this planet of green, brown, and blue. I'm an alien. Alien. Away. Where my craft, amazed at where my craft has landed. I've come in search of you now. Let's fall in love so I have an excuse to stay. Okay, let's fall in love so I never go away. And the chorus says, a living kaleidoscope, forever blossoming, species co-dreaming, a breathing philosophy, destined for nothing but self-acceptance. The story of Earth is a possible sentence. She keeps writing, erasing. This is where I belong. Only one planet with multiple worlds. Hands reach for light, fingers programmed to curl. Octaves of light shine through mental projections. Crystallized truths are a lie in perception. Alien perception. Here is where I belong. Here is where I belong. If you want to be perceived as an alien, just allow yourself to be more human. Have a few more minutes. Anyone else have something you'd like to share or sing or ask or explore? A thought you'd like to question? Anyone like to share a word of what you're experiencing in this moment? Another option.
You know, when you talked with your friend about could someone with awareness be a white nationalist, etc.
Right.
It's not just about separation,
Right.
but it's always the vibration of love that also is not present. Those are the two elements that I always recommended people to look for in any discourse, in any movement, in anything that was a decision on whether I wanted to go in this direction or not.
Yes.
It's not just separation. Is it creating separation? Then that's not good. I don't
Right.
go there. But does it have that vibration of love versus fear?
Right.
Because you talked about FEAR, and that's really the only emotion that the human body creates. All the joy, all the love is higher self that's vibrating through. So that gives us our focal point on where to go with our awareness, because awareness is just where we're focusing, but I've always seen consciousness as the underlying sea of light
Beautiful.
that really is sparking out to me in those ways of love and joy to override the things that the body wants to create. The body's here to survive, and it has learned to survive through all of its fears that it thinks protects it.
Yeah.
You know, the guilt,
Yes.
all the sadness, all the pride, all these things that when you really examine it, fear just creates separation. It has the power to block that joy because it's so thick around us sometimes. It lives in the field around us. We project it out and live in this cocoon. But when you allow that cocoon to break, when you allow that light to come through, then you know it's real because it's sparking joy within you. When it sparks love within you, when it sparks, you know, that's how angels speak. They speak through the words of attraction. What attracts us? And so,
Thank you, angel, sitting on my couch. Yes. Yes. Love, love, love. Harmony. That we don't need to do. That just is. By its very nature. Mm. Okay. Let's just sit here quietly together in honor of all the beloveds on the planet that maybe feel like sitting quietly together isn't an option. This is quite the privilege we have to be able to sit here and be quiet together. Be peace together. Be compassion together. Be grace together. Be space together. May the love that always holds each and every soul be more and more obvious. May the peace that is already here be more and more obvious. May the abundance, the generosity, the enoughness that is this life, this moment, that is already the case, be more and more delightfully obvious for every soul on the planet. Thank you for being here for this satsang. So, so, so grateful. Next satsang will be October 20th. No, I got a lot of retreats and between then on those Mondays. But thank you so much. If you'd like, you can leave a donation in that little blue thing over there. There's also some pumpkin spice cake and some creamed kale and spinach dip and some baba ganoush. If you want to have a little snack moment before you leave. You could also leave a donation via Venmo or whatnot. And yay. Ash dash Ruiz. Ash dash. At Ash dash Ruiz. Just Ash dash Ruiz. Yep, that's all it is. At dash Ruiz. That sounds like an app, right? Oh. Hey. Okay.
What's in the cake, Ruiz? Is it sweet and blueberries? What's in it?
Oh, you're really asking. I was waiting for your whole rap moment, but I left the thing over there. I got it at Trader Joe's, so you can look at the ingredients and see if it harmonizes. And
Me, I'm trying to harmonize with.
oh, that's so sweet. And just to let you know, also so much fun. If you haven't been to Onyx Healing Collective, it's like the sweetest. Like before, I used to be traveling so much, and I would go and do the IVs and get all hydrated. But now, no, you don't do the IVs. That's what's so much fun. 'Cause now I don't do the IVs. I just go straight to Onyx Healing Collective. Just lie down. It's like taking a nap. It's like taking 1,000 naps in one.
What is it?
Light healing technology,
Mm-hmm.
light
Oh.
frequencies, sacred geometry, affirmations. It's like a scalar chamber.
A scalar chamber. You gotta just experience it, beloved.
Is it in Boulder?
Yeah, yeah,
It's right on Bluff.
Is it primarily you?
yeah. My wife and I own it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Onyx Healing Collective.
And you just with salt bath. Okay.
Well, thank you.
I love that.
So you don't do the IVs anymore. You're over it.
I'm done with that shit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just go to the light. But I've noticed it's so delicious. I also call it energetic hydrogen peroxide. Because you go in there and it's like you start feeling shimmers, like anywhere the body needs it. And it's like, oh. And there have been multiple beloveds who have experienced incredible spontaneous healings by doing. I have many clients of mine that have experienced some really cool healing journeys.
I guess you could pay
I would. I mean, for a nap it is, but it's doing way much more than that. Doing way much more than just a nap. Way much more than that. Go experiencing it. It's so much fun. And thank you, beloveds. All right, let's sing. Bye. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah.